Yeah.
Alright. Hey guys,
So we're
welcome
live.
back to the No Filter Podcast. We are still breathing, by the way, okay? Don't think we ever died, alright? As your host, as always, Tasmanian Chase. We got Seth here and Drew.
Yep.
And we're about to take a shot.
Salute me familiar.
Woo!
Nice.
Real smooth. 113 proof smooth.
No, I still don't see how that tastes like Jameson, but with like a little hint of coconut.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, I just got the I got the barrel taste out of it.
Yeah, I did get the barrel taste mainly this
I got a
time.
lot of smoke taste.
I got a lot of that charred oak.
Yeah, me too. Should have shaked should have shaked it up.
Yeah,
Man.
you did.
Yeah.
You always shake alcohol. Don't you dare take it from me.
Okay.
Carl Theodore Huber. I hate him.
You hate him?
I hate him.
Why you hate him, man?
Oh yeah. Look what I did to a SOG last week.
A SOG knife.
Where's the knife?
It's in the floorboard of my car.
Where's the blade at?
Yeah.
Give me a SOG blade, but no blade.
Yeah, I was opening furniture at work, right? And they had
He texted me right after, and I was like, huh?
You know how sometimes they package furniture
Actually,
with wood around the furniture? Like,
see this, right?
it was a wooden crate
You sent me a
with
picture.
other pieces of wood. Yeah, he has a picture. But yeah, I just slid it under there, and before I even put any pressure to try to pop a board off, it just snapped. So,
Their quality.
I will only, from now on, I'm not buying any more SOG knives, only Benchmade and Cold Steel.
Right at the hilt.
SOG knife snaps in two. That should be a headline.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's just testimony to their quality went way down because
And I've been carrying...
it's not one solid bar of steel anymore like it used to be.
Like the one I have.
It's powder steel.
It's never let me down, but this is a Benchmade knife.
Yeah,
from
Benchmade's not going to let you down.
That's from 1941, and
What's that? Benchmade?
that's a Gerber.
Gerber?
That's a Gerber.
Gerber that I
But,
put my trust in.
That's back
I
when...
put my trust in Buck all the time.
Oh, my bad. That's Buck. My bad.
He has a
But that's... Yeah, I also have a Benchmade, but that's a Buck from the 1940s. And their commercials back then was you could cut through a bolt with a Buck knife. That's why there's that placard on the side of the knife.
Yeah, and
That's a Buck knife cutting through a bolt.
If you actually tried it, and you sent it back to them,
They'd send you a new knife if it broke.
even if you gawed the blade up, like
Yeah.
if you started taking chips out of the blade, doing it, just
they'll fix it.
they send you a whole new knife.
Really?
Either they tried to resharpen your blade, and if they can't fix your blade because you knocked so big of a chunk out of it, here's a knife on us. You proved us wrong. We thought we could do anything on the planet, and you proved us wrong.
Alright, today's topic, we're going to get into what you kind of do, like as being a business owner.
Oh, yeah, the gunsmithing and everything?
Yeah.
Well, I mainly just take small jobs. I take a lot of pride in my work. I don't really believe in charging the customer that much because I love my work so much.
Right.
And, yeah, I built almost anything from doing custom Jericho 941s to AR-12s, AR-15s. I'm building a Scorpion Evo right now, actually. And also in the middle of building a Browning M2. But what exactly would you like to know about the kind of things that I do?
Alright, just telling the people, what type of work you got going, and how you feel about the new ATF director.
Yeah, the new ATF director. I plead the fifth on that one because I really don't know much about the guy. I need to do some research, to be honest. I came unprepared for that fact. But,
It's alright. I was doing some research at work, and it kind of... he's not There's nothing to like be scary about with him. I'm more excited that he is the FBI and ATF director.
Oh, I really like that.
Now, Chase, I got to have one discussion with you. I hate to interrupt your conversation.
Go ahead.
You're going to have to tell this couch not to eat my nicotine.
Oh my gosh, come on, man.
Wait,
We're in the middle.
This couch pulled my nicotine out of my pocket, and I have to reach down here under the cushion, which this cushion is pushed against the board to find this, almost touching the floor. So please, do notify your couch not to eat my nicotine.
But my nicotine goes every time that we have the podcast. It goes
well, when
right
you
up
have
here.
5 different vapes in your pocket, it's kind of hard to keep track
Well,
of one.
Just throw all of them
Seth,
over there.
just
You gotta take
yeah, that or just grab one out of my bag. I got 3 different e-hookahs in my bag.
or throw
so-
it in his bag. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
like you're not going to his house.
Exactly.
So you're working on a Scorpion right now?
Yeah, I'm actually
9mm or 45?
no, I'm making a 10 mil.
10 mil.
Yes, I'm not a big fan of the 40. Already have a 9 PCC, a 40 PCC, even though I don't like 40 too much.
Yeah.
So my next 2 options, I've always wanted to build a 357 SIG and a 10 mil. Nicotine fiend here, guys.
I don't know if you call this an addiction or not.
Whoa.
I can't hold them all in one hand.
No, it's not an addiction. It's an obsession. It's the difference.
Yes. Just X out passion, and put addiction.
That's it. Just take out passion and put addiction.
About to say, you might as well put addiction.
Yeah, that's what crack is. Do anyway. I mean,
Considering I
more
have
than-
5 of them out
I
of my
mean,
pocket.
look at us talking, and we. I mean, I don't know about you, but I know I drink at least 1 or 2 cold ones after work. So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I plead the fifth on that one.
Exactly.
Sounds like he does that for safety.
It might be. You see,
Either or.
after you've seen some stuff, you kind of like are like, all right, you know it's in the back of your mind, but you need a couple of cold brewskis to kind of
Yeah, to level yourself out. Yeah. Trust me, I've seen some stuff, but I'm not gonna talk about those moments on camera.
Yeah, me neither. It's all
Yeah.
good though. I've seen way too much stuff working mainly working under restoration.
Nah.
Do bio jobs, you'll see some stuff.
Oh yeah, I bet y'all have had some really fun cleanups. How
Oh,
many
yeah.
times have you had to put the hazard protection on?
All the time. 100% of the time.
Especially for drug residue.
Oh yeah. Hey, when you walk into a place and you know that, like,
I don't even think
if it's
that
a
was
crime
their main
cleanup, if
concern,
it's a
though.
crime scene cleanup,
Exactly.
you already have the paperwork in hand.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah, you have to know what's going on
Exactly.
before you even walk in because there's certain things you might not be able to touch.
Exactly. And if there's an investigation going on, you gotta wait.
That's-
The longer you wait, the worse it gets.
Exactly, especially if there's any blood stains.
Man.
Concrete and blood.
Not
oh
even
my gosh.
that. It's like human remains. It's like
Yeah.
that's the worst
Biohazardous
part.
material that could transfer any kind of blood-driven disease.
Yeah.
That's why they give you the crime scene report, but they don't give you the crime report.
Exactly.
They tell you where everything is, how to clean it, and if you don't do it to their T, you get tampering with evidence.
You
charges.
have
Well-
a certain spec that you have to go into.
Yeah, with my uncle being a homicide detective, I heard a lot about that growing up. He saw a lot of stuff from not even just the police force. He saw a lot of stuff in Desert Storm because him and my dad both were they fought in Desert Storm. I'm pretty sure my Uncle Pat got deployed even after that, but I'm not too sure. So I'm not going to speak on what I don't know.
Here you go.
But his first week on the police force, he had to take a life. It still haunts him to this day. He was in the mall in Alabama. A guy came out with a box cutter, and it was civilians or the man. So
Man always goes.
That's what happens in every gunfight. It's a matter of seconds you choose.
Yeah, I mean you only
And
have
if you don't choose in those first few seconds,
you only have a split second. There's no few
Well,
seconds. It's just
That's why with my
minimum, you get 3
business,
seconds.
I try to promote that a lot. I try to promote that people get just as much training with their firearm as their daily job, because when shit hits the fan, you're only gonna do what your instincts are gonna allow you to, because it's fight or flight.
Right. I mean,
your brain don't hesitate.
And seeing half of
that makes you hesitate.
Seeing half of the gun owners, it's mostly fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't know. There might be a 20% rate of flight.
Yeah.
But most of it, the rest of the 40 is
if it turns into a flight scenario, it's some kid that pulled the gun first.
Yeah.
And since somebody else pulled out a gun and he wasn't prepared for it because he thought he was big and bad with a firearm, he turns around, tries to run, and he gets shot in the back.
Have y'all seen
somebody tell that kid they didn't stop when they made his?
Exactly. I'm not going to stop, so you shouldn't have turned around in the first place. I'll put 2 of them square in your back, no question about it.
Have y'all seen the officer that shot the man with his own pistol and his staff?
No, I have not seen that.
Was he trying to take it off his waistband?
So it was
No, he's talking about the cop shot the person with the person's firearm, not his duty pistol. Right?
No, yeah. So it was a traffic stop.
I've heard of it where cops go to grab pistols out of people's
waistbands. Yeah, and people go to grab it, so they have to shoot them. Yeah.
They flinch, and the cop instinctively clenches, firing off the rounds.
No, so what happened was it was a traffic stop, right? It was an older black man. He was very compliant. He stepped out of the vehicle. He said, "I have a gun on me." They said, "Okay." It was like, "I can take it off, or y'all can't." Whatever. So they got this recruit straight out of the academy.
Oh my gosh.
A female officer. Okay.
Well, that's already
hazing.
Male suspect, you have to be searched by a male. Female suspect has to be searched by a female.
Yeah, I mean, 100%.
Unless it is not physically possible.
Seth.
But there was already a male. There was a male officer there. The gun was showing. It was one of them concealed carries.
Yeah.
It has the clip on the side. Yeah. So he had it there, right?
That's why I have appendix, but yeah.
And, man, that's why. If you're a female officer coming into,
law enforcement in general.
The law enforcement, yeah, you need a lot more training.
Exactly.
With firearms in general, because
just in general, fighting
what she did, made him a lot of money. So she went to grab the pistol, right? Dug inside the waistband, went to pull it out. She put 2 fingers in the trigger wheel.
Oh my.
And he snatched up.
That's stupid.
And she's sitting there.
You clear that trigger well.
Let me use this one as an example. She's sitting there holding it like this right here.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
And he's like, drop it. So she does like that. This man's been shot in the side. So they lay him down and wait for the paramedics. I don't know the rest of the story.
Yeah, so in her setting the gun down, the tips of her finger hit the trigger, basically.
As she was pulling up. Pulling up, both her fingers were in the trigger well.
Okay, so like the old, just like the old Russian Makarov holster. If y'all didn't know about this, the old Russian Makarov holster, because the guns were notorious of firing when pulling them out of the holster, they made a holster that you would push down and it would rack the pistol, but it would still shoot them in the process.
What?
Yes, it would hit the decocker lever on the side of the Makarov and still fire the pistol. Because the Makarov had a very bad problem when you hit the decocker, it would fire the round.
Oh, so it was like a SIG back in the day.
Yeah, it was like the early SIG. Yeah. Yes.
That's why I just trust my life with a revolver.
1945 SIG.
No, I think the Makarov was introduced late 60s, early 70s, because you had the TT-41, which was the Tokarev.
No, I thought the Makarov came out in 1946.
No, you're thinking of the Tokarev.
The
pistol that I own a 7.62 by 25 Tokarev. Matches the same ammo that my PPS-8 shoots.
And it's essentially just the Russians' version of a 1911.
1911,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what I always thought the Makarov was.
Except for my Tokarev has tried to shoot my ass off before. I was at the range, set it on the table, it leaned off the table and hit the ground, and pow! So to all you Tokarev owners out there, be careful.
Don't drop it.
You might have to give me one.
It's
Dude,
like
they're super
don't drop
cheap
the
right
soap.
now. You can get a Chinese Type 51
I want
for Russian's going to be a lot more expensive and hard to come by. And let me explain to you the reason why you want a Yugoslavian or Chinese version.
Mhm.
It's because another half inch of barrel on the Chinese, another full inch of barrel on the Yugoslavian, and they also hold 1 to 2 more rounds.
Do they have a Ukrainian?
No, that's the ones that Ukraine got issued back at the end of the whole Soviet communist collapse.
Yeah.
They actually got the Yugoslavian ones because
Really?
Yugoslavia, all their armaments are, like I have a few Yugoslavian guns. I love them. My Tokarev is Yugoslavian, the Yugoslavian Type 51.
What's your PPSH? Is it Chinese?
No, my PPSH is a true. It's a full-blooded tulip factory. Well, I don't know. I haven't really looked at that part. I know the engravings say 1941, so I know it was most likely used in war.
So it was probably used in World War II.
What day are we going to do the
shooting?
The range.
Well, if he can't figure out the shooting place for us by at least next weekend, I'm either going to contact my brother, or I'll pay for all of us to go to Turcotte. If we go to Turcotte,
how much is it for Turcotte?
Turcotte's like $15 a person. You can go to any range you want. You just have to let them know which ranges you're going to. And I was thinking about taking us to Turcotte to go to the 3-gun range. Do a little bit of 3-gunning.
$15 a person go
to
any range.
Yeah.
So I pay 15 for myself, 15 for you, 15 for you.
Yeah, and if you pay $60, you get a full year membership.
That $60.
Hell, that's well worth it, right there.
It is. It really is because Turcotte's right down the road from us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to y'all about that anyways, because I've been either thinking about that or getting a membership at the Armory. Because, the Armory has the pistol range and Pearl, and then they have the rifle and pistol range.
The thing that I would like about...
And they rent out full autos, too.
The thing I like about the Armory is every time you go in there, you always see something...
Wait, I meant
really
2-gun
cool.
Tactical, but the Armory's another good gun store around here.
I love the Armory. Every time I go in there, it just blows my mind.
See, when I had my settlement, this dude talked me out of it, but I was about to buy that Gatling gun.
That 30?
Yeah. The 4570?
Yeah.
No, it's 18,000. It's 45 if you want them.
No,
it's
$45,000.
What is it? 45 if you want them to deliver?
No, they will deliver it, and that big pyramid of ammo right beside it.
Yeah, you got
45 gets you that pyramid of ammo too. So if you want
that's well worth it.
Yeah, if you just want the gun, you pay $18,500 before tax. So after tax, you'll be paying about $24K, and then
I would love to go in debt for that gun.
Dude, I know, right? Because I want to take the GE M1187, or I forget the full designation for the Gatling for the minigun right now.
Fucking Gatling gun mounted on the
No, just let me finish. I want to mount the minigun's motor mechanism to the Gatling gun, so I'd have a 4570 minigun.
I want a 50 caliber.
Let me go into more depth on that in the redneck way. Because if you look at any kind of Gatling gun, it's a handle at a fixed point.
With the gear.
That just goes around and around.
With the gear. You just take the all you have to do is unbolt the crank handle, take a minigun motor, and 3D print you a bracket, or fabricate you a bracket, which I have my fabrication license. Certification.
I ain't even be fabricating. Get another bolt, the same size as the nut that was already on it. Put them both on that shank that you thread it to.
I'm
get
sorry.
the socket that fits both of those, and hook an impact to
Hey,
it.
Seth, You forget how you're gonna. You're talking about hooking an impact.
Hook an
No,
impact to the
that's not the fire rate that I want. I don't want no
fire rate.
I don't want no
But
300-400 rounds a minute. I want
I just
2,000
want y'all to
rounds a minute of 45-70.
I just want y'all to know.
If you go the speed of a Gal 8.
Thank y'all for all the editing I have to do because this is going on YouTube, and I cannot have y'all explaining how to build halfway build.
Well, that's why I didn't go into depth.
Yeah, detail.
Yeah, that's you said now you.
You said you had a 3D printed bracket.
Yes, I did not explain how you do so though.
No. It just said yeah.
You started to describe bolts and mechanisms.
It's fucking Tissim, okay?
Well, we all got a little bit of rhythm with the Tissim. I don't want to hear that.
And quite frankly, 4570 is just a lot of hate.
Now, speaking of the impact, did y'all hear about the British guy that made a belt-fed 22? He took a blank firing nail gun and made it where it'd fire actual 22 and hooked the impact up to it, and it had the same fire rate as a grease gun.
No way.
Yes.
Well, I can kind of see that.
350 rounds a minute, so it's just tat tat tat
Yeah,
tat
because,
tat
I mean,
tat 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 tat
yeah.
tat tat.
It's just because I'm not too real good with like
Mechanicals.
Yeah, with nail guns. But don't nail guns still have a fire a pin?
Yes.
inside?
Yes. A blank firing nail gun still has the firing pin, but it has a small block. Excuse me. It has a small blockage of a steel, steel lag. I wouldn't say a lag bolt because that's way bigger than what I'm thinking. Just like a steel rod in different affixed positions.
Yeah.
You know,
but the only difference is with the actual firing pin. The firing pin comes back.
Yeah.
In a pistol or a rifle.
Well, it depends on what nail gun you get, because they actually, for some reason, make full auto nail guns now. I don't get the purpose.
It's for roofing.
No, I get that, but with a roofing nail gun, you just hold the trigger and tack.
Like you don't even I've seen guys put tape on the end of the safety pin.
Yeah, and then you just hold it down.
Yeah, you just hold it down, and it's fully auto.
Yeah.
That's why they just went ahead and just made them fully auto, because how easy they were already do it.
Yeah.
I mean, you see any roofer when they start the tat.
Mm-hmm.
3 quick ones. Tat. It's just
Well, it depends on what part of the roofing stage we're also talking about, though. But I don't want to get into depth on that because we're trying to. We originally started trying to podcast about my FFL and everything.
Podcast, okay.
Yeah.
Welcome
to the No Filter Podcast.
Okay,
I see now. This is the 3rd podcast I've been on, and most unhinged, might I add.
You do realize Dale Senior was supposed to be making left turns, right?
What?
This podcast was a hard right turn into the wall.
What does he have to do? Do it for Dale, but fuck, man.
What would you do
turn
for Dale?
left, he turned right.
What would you do? This isn't a Klondike bar.
We never stay on track. We don't turn left properly. We just turn right to the wall.
Yep.
So
it's either far left or far right. It's never center.
Empty.
Yeah, I'm empty. But since we're on random topics at this point,
that's kind of how.
So you get any hunting done this season?
No.
Oh my god.
But I am hoping to get Fat Magic back. That way we can do some fishing. We got a fishing competition. What we're going to do is, if you're into it,
challenge.
Come on, now let's do this. Let's do this TK and Mike style. Let's go do some comedy skits while we're fishing, and I'll show y'all how to do tree lines.
So what we're doing is, hang on, we're going to go to Walmart, right? Okay. We're going to pick out the cheapest bait, so like the cheapest lure and the cheapest fishing pole. And we're just going to go cast out.
No. Hey.
Our limit is like $20.
No, I will be in this challenge. But I'm going to go ahead and tell the camera and everybody, this is all I am buying. I'm buying a bundle of black string, and I'm buying as many packs of fishing hooks as I can.
If you want to be part of it, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm down.
Well, if we have 4 people doing it.
Just, hey.
2 and 2, Keenan.
No.
Yeah,
That's what I was about.
Team
That's what I was about to say. Y'all two pair up.
Mhm.
Me and my brother will pair up, and then what were you calling Thomas?
Fat Magic.
Okay, and then Fat Magic can find his own partner, and he can be alone.
Put Fat Magic with him, and then me and you just go do the redneck way.
No.
Not even need a ride.
I was gonna pair Fat Magic up with him, and then me and you were gonna.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Only one person that walks away.
Are y'all good? Are you gonna put them in a boat? Because I already got a boat for me and you. You know, I got 3 different boats.
That's up to them. They just gonna have to find their own. You got a boat?
You go with Fat Magic.
You got a boat?
I use my boat if you go with Fat Magic.
No. Either way this goes, I'm going to be in my boat.
We got to keep in mind one thing. He's already almost sank my boat. He already almost sank it in my pond.
What I really want to do?
I jumped out the boat.
What I really want to do is I just want to have a group of the boys.
Yeah.
Go out and do like a camping / fishing experience.
Well, you know, I was Cycle 47 YCA Pathfinder, and before that, I've taken several other survival classes. So,
look into the permit to camp right off.
No,
No.
you ain't gotta do that.
No, forget what he's saying.
You have to get permit.
Black Creek.
Black Creek.
It's up towards Hattiesburg and Biloxi, but I got the kayaks and the canoes. 2 people will be in a canoe. The rest of us will be in kayaks. The canoe will be where all of our camping gear is. We'll do a 75-mile track in 2 days, and if that works out well, we can expand the series. The reason I say Black Creek first is because it's shallow enough and long enough and has enough fun to have on the way that we can see how this works out for the series.
All right, that sounds good to me.
And it's also very family friendly. That's where we went for Pathfinders for the first 2 trips.
I was just thinking of Roosevelt.
Roosevelt or Crystal Lake would be another good option.
I mean, it's a lake. You can get out there. I mean, they got plenty of fish. You can just go out there, throw it out, cast, you know.
See that's why I was saying Black Creek, because if you get tired enough, the only time you have to paddle is whenever the water's only that deep.
Oh yeah. We'll have to try that out.
Yeah, I'll send you the coordinates, because it's either that or we could set off out of the Carthage exit where my family land. Because you know I'm a Palmer. We used to own thousands of acres in Carthage. 25 Highway wouldn't have been made if my dad and my grandmother wouldn't have sold my grandfather's land when he passed away.
That's how 51 is. It runs straight through my family's old property.
Yeah, it sure does. 51 wouldn't be 51 unless they would have sold it.
We didn't sell it.
Yeah.
No,
Because
we got stolen.
Because you know,
seized our land because they wanted to put that highway in.
oh, see it had
And
the
my
land.
grandmother, I found out recently, did end up getting some money.
Yeah, they have to.
I was gonna say they gotta pay.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they
have.
bottom dollar.
Yeah, I was about to say they'll pay you pennies on the dollar, but unless your family has owned that land for at least 3 generations, they can still take it from you.
We did.
I see.
Mississippi does not care.
No, they do, because our land. No, like my grandfather refused to sell for at least 15 years.
All of my land was farmland with crops on it, and they took a D5 dozer straight through the crops.
All of our land was cattle. It was cattle farming.
They dozed.
My great grandfather introduced I think it was the longhorn bovine, or it might have been a different bovine that we never seen in Mississippi before.
We lost millions when they just bulldozed all the. They didn't care. We found out that they were seizing it when those D5 dozers getting hauled out there. We saw trucks just pulling into the fields running crops over.
You know, the whole conversation that we're having, I'm
$3
just
is what we
hoping
got
that it's
paid.
picking up between one of these mics. You know, like, I got the mic in the middle, he's talking to you, so I'm hoping that it's going
I
your
look
way.
that way at one mic, I look that way at one mic. It works out. One of them has to be picking me up.
Exactly. If
True.
not,
We hope.
I'm just hoping that these mics are good enough quality that it's picking up through my shirt.
yeah. I'm just hoping that it's good enough quality that I just stay connected.
True. That's why I'm speaking as loud as I am. I'm hoping my voice at least carries to that mic if it's not carrying to mine.
Yeah.
Do you have any normal drinks? Like water?
No, he has another shot for it.
No.
You want another shot?
No.
I think it's about time for one.
Yeah,
I'll pour it for both of you.
You better be pouring one for yourself.
A 2 liter of water, my good sir.
I accept.
I don't see you having to drive anywhere tonight, so there's 3 shots. You gotta set me one more time. I'm backhand.
What's up?
Third time's the charm.
I didn't hiss at you. I hissed at the whiskey.
Yeah, that's why I didn't actually backhand you.
You tapped my face though.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if I should just be an asshole to both of you.
Give me a half shot.
Fucking too late.
No, you gotta pour yours too.
You said half shot, and I already poured half.
That should be good.
Don't
Oh,
be a
green was mine.
putty foot.
There's a difference in the greens?
Yeah. That's not green. That's
Well,
I'm sorry.
To the
I'm
podcast.
colorblind. Leave me alone.
and to Taylor for letting me
Oh,
be
there
off
we
today
go.
for this.
yeah, it's been a hell of a day.
There you go.
It's so miserable.
Yeah, I thought we would have been doing this a lot longer than we're scheduled to do.
Why is it gotta be so
Well,
miserable?
You know, I had a lot of stuff to run. Errands to run.
Oh,
I understand.
I know why you. I now know why you taste a little bit of coconut.
Charcoal.
No, coconut.
No, because the rum
The
barrels.
various rum components: the vanilla, rye spice, and fruits. No wonder it's so painful.
That
It's
doesn't.
rye.
That makes it smooth.
You
Well, the rye in it does make it
Rye is
a
the
little bit,
harshest
but
grain to
Rye
make
makes
liquor
it
out of.
strong.
Barley makes the smoothest. Corn makes the most fucked up.
And that's why I love moonshine. It's got
yeah.
the better taste. It really does.
Well, that
Yeah.
also goes into
Well,
the whole situation of you can make.
You know, that
You
water's
can-
been in there since Dad was here. I know it's
I
cold.
know exactly where it came from because I'm the one that walked up
That
there and took it
hey,
out of the
hey,
fridge.
that just makes it dry aged water. I need that. That's a cooking component.
That's holy water he's
But-
drinking.
Moonshine, you can make multi-grain moonshines, which you would be mixing either barley, corn, and rye.
By the way, have you ever
Two
got to
more.
actually look at my daily?
No.
I love his daily,
Got one in the head.
always.
No, not this time.
No, it's in my hand. I always check to make sure it's
he
clear.
clears them so cleanly that you don't notice.
Well, you got to think. I've been working with firearms since
That's
I was
a
3.
heavy ass trigger.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah,
think.
like 45
It's everything's up to spec to a GI issued 45,
Just shrunk.
but like he said, it's a shrunk 380, and which, AKA baby 9. So
I can tell it's more of a right-hander gun. But I put it in my left hand and I can't even push the safety. Unless
I can.
It's not ambidextrous, that's why.
Well, the 1911 was never meant to be.
no,
No.
it was only
Kimber's the
one-sided.
one that introduced that, right?
No,
I thought
I'm
Kimber
not
was the
gonna
first
tell you
one
an
that-
answer to that because I'm not sure. But if I had to
I
guess,
thought Kimber was the first one to put an ambidextrous safety on a 1911.
no, if I had to guess, it would be these people right here.
Rock Island Armory?
Yeah, Rock Island,
I would love to make that one an ambidextrous.
which always carrying the FXT
Oh, yeah.
critical defense.
Yes, that is 8+1.
Yeah, for a 380, that's
As
this
a
small. It is 8+1.
1911 was designed from the factory to do 8 plus the 1. When you get the manuals with them, they say 8 plus 1. They literally tell you from factory to carry one in the chamber.
Hammer,
ready to rock
cock
and
back.
roll.
Yeah, cocked and locked. As,
They don't care.
As
If
they
it's a
train the
law.
police to do in the 50s after they swapped from the Smith & Wesson.
Well, I mean, I always think
Get that 38 revolver.
No, it was the if I'm not mistaken, it was the model 38, but they would either get it in 38 or 357. The
Yes,
one that
you were right on
the
that.
one that I had, the
38.
first pistol I ever shot in my life was a Colorado State Trooper issued Smith & Wesson 357, which after my dad gave it to me, I let him use it for security because I was telling y'all I was an armed security guard. Well, I let him use it for security, and
Oh, the green light never stopped.
I'm talking about up here. That the green light was flashing.
So you're telling me we could have been sitting here talking for an unknown amount of time with no audio?
Good hat. But we didn't.
but we didn't. So the audio has picked up.
You're blocking the whole camera.
Let me check. It says he's blocking the camera.
Doesn't he's still picking up audio, so I mean.
No, I'm saying what I think.
You know, it surprises me you didn't just put that on your jacket collar and zip your jacket up.
Well,
I'm terrible at this.
I understand. That's why I've been trying to give you some tips and pointers, trying to help you get to a professional status as your subscribers climb. Which like and subscribe, everybody.
Yeah, please.
Because the more y'all like and subscribe, the more I'll be here to
Entertain you.
Points. Direct.
yeah, which
He might be an editor. Who knows?
yeah, which from now on, everybody, I'll try to be behind the scenes on this. Y'all now know me by one of my nicknames, Drew, but from now on, as long as everybody's fine with it, I'm gonna go by the call sign that Chase probably more comfortably knows me as, which is Foxtrot 12, aka Palmer.
Yeah, that sounds
No, he's not an airplane. He's not an F-12.
No,
Sorry.
not yet. Not yet.
No,
They do that.
no, I'm going.
He ain't going airborne.
No, I'm going.
He going ground.
No, don't. I'm not gonna get the job title wrong, but because it was literally just on the tip of my tongue. But yeah, next month after I get my paperwork from the court system, because before I went to basic for the Marine Corps, because I'm going to the Marine Corps for infantry, I got into a little bit of legal trouble, which all that's getting fixed because
Don't ask. We're not going in depth.
No, never. We're never going in
That
depth.
is personal information.
No, I mean I can go into depth about that because
Yeah, but not a soul here is gonna make you. So we'll just leave it at
yeah.
that.
Oh, dude, I love this. I got extra.
Let's just put it like this: I was 3 days away from going to basic, and I celebrated a little bit too early. But
That's an adapter.
all's well and ends well. Everyone, they're dealing with some equipment right now. So, in the comments, give us some good comments about content that y'all would want to hear in the future, like topics y'all would want us to talk about, things y'all would want us to do. Because, yes, at the beginning and end of the day, we are a podcast channel, but we're trying to reach out and give y'all some adventure stories.
I think that's what it's for.
Right or wrong.
Through a mixer. That has Type C.
Yeah.
And that's USB.
I don't think they're listening.
Let me say.
It plugs in. Hey, you can keep going.
No.
Please.
I was asking y'all a question.
That's exactly what it's for.
So
While they're figuring out the technical
you could put it through
difficulties.
that, and it would never die. But at that point, you would also be able to use the voice chain.
Correct.
And this is why I'm barely ever here. The 2 brain cells in my head somehow is better than his. If he has one left.
My last 2 are fighting for dominance, and no one's winning. Nobody is winning.
Thought you were fighting for third place.
Welcome to the No Filter Podcast, where everything is random as fuck. I'm your host, Tasmanian Chase.
And by the way, I'm keeping the Embrace the Suck patch, but here's a patch to remind you every day of what the qualities me and you should be living as a warfighter.
No. See, you're gonna make me do something. And it's called go find strips of Velcro that have sticky adhesive on one side, and I'm sticking it to that fridge.
Oh, I have plenty of those
And
that I
any
can get to.
patches that you just want to share, we can smack them anywhere. We can put a wall right here.
You gotta
if we
put
want.
that. Put it right there.
Just you gotta look at it. This spot right here on the wall is bare.
We need a green screen.
But I bet you like that one, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Read
I'm over
it
here
for the
putting
camera
it.
real quick since we're no bars held.
If you want, you can walk over there to the camera and show them personally.
Yeah.
That was
I love
actually
this.
that was actually given to me by one of my Legionnaire buddies. That hopefully they'll be leaving Ukraine soon with that pointless war they've been fighting for the
Are they
past
over
3
there?
years.
Still?
Yeah. Forward Operations is still over there. What are you talking about?
Give me a second, okay, babe?
Yeah. I'm honestly surprised to hear that Redwater doesn't have any involvement in it. Which, if y'all didn't know, Blackwater changed their name to Redwater.
They're not gonna be able to read it, so you'll have to read it out for them.
Oh.
Probably get closer to the microphone before you decide to do that.
Yeah. Alright, anyway, this patch here says the problem with today's society is that no one drinks from the skull of their enemies anymore.
I prefer to eat Fruit Loops and Cheerios out of them, but yeah, I mean, you can always go with Vlad the Impeller's
It's a joke,
ideology.
YouTube. It's a joke. You gotta clarify.
It's
that.
not a joke.
Nobody's doing it, okay? The patch even says anymore. Alright? We're talking about the 1700s. Anyway,
No,
moving on.
Probably more than that.
no, Vlad the Impaler, I think, was like, which, if y'all didn't know who Vlad the Impaler is, it's
Hey,
Vladimir.
Dracula.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, that was 14 or 1500s?
No, I thought that was 1300s.
No,
No,
he's.
no.
Transylvania, the Castle of Transylvania started collapsing in the 16th century.
Yeah.
No, it started collapsing.
Deterioration.
No, they started,
Holy fuck.
I thought it started collapsing late 1800s and they started,
got Google.
helping it. Yeah, we got Google.
We gotta Google.
Let me not be wrong to the camera. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure it's the 16th, though.
Well, we're about to know here momentarily.
Because all, like, Dracula movies always refer to, like, the 1300s. Like, sometime in the 1300s.
I don't
Dracula
know.
First,
I don't know, because I thought 1300s was Bronze Age.
$1300s? Bronze Age?
No, you're right. It was
I was
AD
thinking
that was Bronze Age. My bad. I'm over here mixing dates up. I'm sorry, camera. I gotta research material for next time. I'm more of a history buff than I'm making myself out to believe tonight.
He slept during history. Don't let him lie about it.
Only because I was passing every class. I love history.
So did I. But I still got kicked out of the class. Turns out, if you do threaten a kid's life and tell him you'll beat his ass after school, that's bad.
Well, in that case, everyone, embrace the suck.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm thinking Vlad the Impaler was 13, 14.
Hey, why didn't I come in here like Drugs Inc. and just...
You know, it surprised me you didn't. If I had my blue bag, I could have mimicked you. Could have walked in here and mask on too.
Yeah, I know, but my mask matches my hat. There's no eh. No eh.
Hey, Chase, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
What were they doing here?
They just want to be part.
She didn't say nothing.
Well, that's the thing. We're talking about topics they have no idea of how to respond to. So
It
I
sounds
understand
like
why
she
there
needs
was
to
no
listen
comment.
to podcasts.
Well, no, that's the thing. listening to this podcast just gives you an introduction to certain topics. Further research those topics, and if you want us to explain more about said topics, then we will explain more about said
You
topics.
should have been here the last podcast I was a part of.
Dude, last podcast was
bad.
dude.
Do I just sound like
A fucking Tissim raid? Please.
do I just sound like Big Brain at this point or something?
No, we had
Big brain.
told,
Fucking
like 15
excellent
minutes
brain.
on a certain topic.
We
had
okay.
15 minutes.
I'll dumb it down for everybody then. My bad. I know I'm about to be a crayon eater, but I try to at least.
Here's the problem. Last time I was in a podcast with him, we had 15
Alright,
minutes on topic,
here's the whole history
and then the other 30.
Oh, I bet.
The other 30 minutes is just how do we even get to this subject?
Yeah, like how the fuck did we get on the topic of Ukraine exploding?
Okay, I was about to say I know it wasn't Transylvania whenever Vlad the Impaler was there, but
Yeah, but he still used that castle. It was under a different name at that point.
I just looked up Transylvania history.
what you need to look up is Vlad the Impaler history for what we were talking about. But yeah,
There's actually
I don't think
news about it.
YouTube would like his topic.
If
so
you
that
want
one-
to see the movie,
Is there a movie out already?
there's been movies made about.
I mean, there's whole
Yeah,
biographies.
Dracula
I'm
is
pretty.
Vlad
I
the
thought-
Impaler.
I know that, but I thought that there was like an actual like documentary
Mhm.
of his
Yeah.
whole life.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, History Channel did one.
Did they?
Yeah.
I don't watch history.
They
Hey,
actually went and filmed at the site.
Fat Magic sent you a message.
Well, let Fat Magic be left on red.
Fat
Actually-
Magic owes me a
Actually,
polar
let's see
tip.
what Fat Magic wants.
No, yeah. I forgot to pay him for
Oh.
the damn.
There's another thing. You owe him $20 too.
Yeah,
Today's Friday.
yeah.
I don't want to hear
Yeah,
anything
what
about
would you
Fat
do?
Magic owing anybody anything.
I'll pay you next week, or not next week, but the week after.
I'm on me.
Which, honestly, I'm jokingly saying all this. I'm a good Christian man that harbors no hatred in my heart. It's just there was a polar tech that meant a lot to me that I no longer have.
He's a fucking grunt for the Marines.
Not yet.
So you're there.
Yeah, I am there. I'm on paperwork, but I'm not there yet. I'm in the halfway home, as a lot of people would consider it. Did any of the cadres at Camp Shelby ever explain that to you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So you know.
It's real fucking sad too.
It is. But you want to know the best part about it? Only reason I'm in the halfway house is because not everything's finished for me yet. As soon as everything's finished for me, I have enough letters of recommendation.
Have you done your medical yet?
Yes, I'm completely
Okay.
done with my medical.
I was about to say, you're
They-
saying you're in the halfway house, but have you done your medical yet?
First thing they said about medical. Oh shit! Wait. First thing they said about medical, I went ahead and went to UMMC.
We're good.
Let me step off camera because my dust cover came off. But first thing they said about medical, I went.
The fuzzy fuck. He gets it from me.
Yeah. The first thing they said about medical, I literally was like, okay, give me a second and let me cook. I told Staff Sergeant Remy that. And I went straight to UMMC and got my whole 128 pages of medical history.
Yeah, I was right there with you with the Army. I was in the halfway house, and they brought up some records that I haven't seen since fucking 2007. And they're like, "Yeah, we can't take you. You fucked up."
Let's be honest here.
You need to reapply. Reapply now because I've literally been hit by a fucking truck and went through brain trauma
at 70
appointments.
miles an hour.
You need
Minimum.
to go to
Yeah.
the Marines. They
70
don't
at
give a fuck.
minimum.
Yeah, let me explain this to the camera. When I was 15 years old, I was working a paint and body job. My car at the time was out, and I semi-professionally rode BMX at the time for Dan's Comp in Sabrosa.
Mhm.
And, which I hate to say I was on a mongoose if Sabrosa looks at this. But, Yeah, I got hit on on a 1997 Mongoose Classic, which was a recreation of Mongoose's first iteration of a BMX bike. And it was a 97 Z71 with mixed match doors with a guy that I used to date his daughter, and he was on drugs and drinking.
And drug his daughter. All right, good topic.
Well, hey. Let me finish the topic. This is part of the Robinson family.
Okay.
Which, if you ever watch Duck Dynasty, you know Robinsons, and well, here we go. Okay, well, I was riding home one night. This has nothing to do with any of that, by the way. And this dude was on pills, meth, and alcohol, and hits me in a 97 Z71, estimated going 75 miles an hour. Slings me.
Confirmed it.
No, they confirmed it. Police analysis confirmed this, which I don't know how far police analysis can confirm that.
Is it accurate?
But
maybe.
Maybe you know something about that because there was feds involved in the case because of my family now.
So when it comes down to that, most of the time it depends on the investigator at the time.
I got you.
So,
well,
like depending on the skid marks, how far the skid marks were from.
Let's put it like
What
this.
skid marks? He didn't stop.
Or he just kept going.
He smoked it.
Let's put it like this. I'll finish the story first, then I'll explain the investigator. So he was on pills, meth, and alcohol.
Now he was just high as fuck. Drunk.
Yeah.
Fucking drunk.
So he was going 75 in a 97 Z71 Silverado.
Yeah.
I left a dent and a handprint in the front bumper, and the dent was from my head. Let's just put it like this. I have so hard of a head that my brother Philip, but you know he can throw some hands.
Wait, hold up.
He broke his hand in 3 places.
Rewind. Your hand and your head print was in the front of this bumper. Was it metal or was it plastic?
It's steel.
It was the original 97 bumper. So it was a steel it was a 1/8 inch thick steel front bumper.
It was 70 plus.
He was doing 70. He was doing 7.
Bumper.
Yeah.
Your Broncos bumper.
He was doing 75 plus, and I got slung 86 yards down the pavement. I was 15 at the time. Thought I was 13, and 8 miles down the road 4 miles down the road the other way, which I was halfway between this point because they took me to the Civic Center in LaFleur County, Greenwood, Mississippi, which is off of number 7.
How's that TBI?
I got cleared from the brain trauma surgeon, misdiagnosed on scene.
Misdiagnosed?
Yes, misdiagnosed on scene.
How misdiagnosed somebody on scene?
Because TBIs are hard to diagnose.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Which
makes sense.
I'll fully explain all of that situation after the podcast.
I gotta pee. Okay.
I do have to pee too, so
I'm not the only one.
after he gets back, I'll be peeing.
We all have to take a piss.
We're all just gonna go out there and hold each other's dick.
No, we can go on it.
Is that what we're doing?
I'm gonna sit right the fuck here. It's gonna.
My fucking camera. I'm gonna leave the microphone.
So I'm getting left all alone until y'all get back, huh? Well, this is just weird. I changed my mind. We'll be right back, guys.
shit on.
No, it's just awkward again.
Oh shit! And we're fucking back. All right, we can finish up this combo that we had. Shit, it wasn't even recording after that.
Of course it wasn't.
Well, either way, you know I'm good enough addition to the podcast.
Well, hell, it's recording again now. I wonder how many minutes it took before it cut off.
I gotta go do brakes tomorrow.
You gotta do brakes.
2017 Malibu.
You're doing brakes on your family's vehicle?
Yo. So I'll probably get $20.
You know what I need? I need a better computer.
I don't think, well, I mean, you just need a computer
What kind
that...
of computer are you running?
Basic.
Yeah. This is Google Chrome.
He needs a computer that has multiple jacks.
I got
and
an
actually...
Intel.
Here's what...
Intel?
Here's what you really... You need to get a gaming laptop. That way it has all the jacks, and it can actually sit there and run software.
Well,
because this here...
Intel 14 should be good.
Yeah, because it can run somewhat high running games.
And
I know some
I'm
games
just
will
gonna be
struggle.
honest. Next time I show up here, I bring the Intel. I'm bringing my Yeti mics because I got 2 Blue Yetis.
Talking about that.
Here's the thing. He has 2 really good fucking microphones.
Talking
He
about
actually
that.
has 3 of them.
Yetis.
Hang on, guys. Hang on. Alright, guys. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut into the second half of the podcast onto Podbean. One thing is I can do a lot longer streaming. I have to piece a couple of these together, and 2, we'll be on very good mics at this point. If you like this video, please hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and where can we find you at?
He ain't currently doing anything yet.
I'm talking about business-wise.
Business-wise, I'm still setting up the website.
Still setting up the
Currently
website.
not
But-
doing anything.
Once I get the website set up, I will let y'all know on the
We'll
podcast. I'll
drop
be
it to
there.
the podcast so
And-
y'all can go check it out for us.
But my LLC is ACP Engineering, and I will definitely let y'all know when we get the site up, because all these podcasts will also be put on the site. Everything that me and him sell, which I'm trying to help him get his FFL, so he can help out with gunsmithing and we can do some work together. So all that will be easily findable knowledge as soon as we get all that figured out.
Alright, you heard them. First here at No Filter Podcast. I love you guys.
Hold your
See us
fucking
over
horses there, hero. Where's your blast?
We're going to take an alright.
Outro
No, no,
shot.
Outro
No.
shot.
No,
Part.
they always take an intro shot.
Yeah,
Every podcast has a shot of whiskey.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Hey, this is going to be the first outro shot. I'm fucking ready.
Where the fuck did
We
the
don't
last
have any.
shot from?
We don't have any whiskey for an intro shot though.
We don't need
He'll get another bottle.
We don't need it for the intro shot. We got beer.
Half.
There's only 2 beers left.
Go restock.
We don't have
Actually,
restock.
I didn't think of this. We never ran out.
I mean, we could run to my house real quick and there's Cayman Jacks.